local SEO, Google Maps, and points of interest. It's time for another update video of the latest features of Staxio. So let's take a look at what we have on with this latest update. I'm gonna scroll down. These are all familiar, should be all familiar to you. Latitude increase. The new one is the points of interest. I'm going to enable the points of interest, and we have now here 3 fields. So points of interest, it's going to, what this is going to do is this is going to get 60 points of interest around the GMB link you insert with the Maps URL builder. And it's going to get those points of interest on a radius of the number of meters you input here on this field, where the default is 1500. And that will, if you do nothing else and just click on the Build Maps URL button, it will give you 60 points of interest. And we found that there is a list of types, points of interest that we can also get links from. So we have things like accounting, bank, we have, car dealer, car repair. Let's take a look. Dentist, doctor, electrician. What else? Gas station, gym, insurance agency, lawyer. Look at all that. So this is very interesting if you're doing local. And we have, let's say I want to do locksmith. So if I select locksmith from this dropdown, it will add to the number of points of interest that Staxio in the Maps URL builder is going to create. So it will be 60, so the regular points of interest, plus another 60 points of interest of type locksmith around my GMB. So that will be a total of 120 potential if it finds locksmith, 60 locksmiths around my GMB. It will be a total of 120 points of interest that Staxio is going to create. And let's say that you also want to have an additional type that you'd like to scrape. Let me just go to the bottom of the list and take a look at what's in here. RV park, interesting, roofing contractor. So let's say that I will also want to get all the points of interest of type roofing contractor that are around my GMB. So this will be a total of 60 points of interest, regular points of interest, plus 60 points of interest of type locksmith, plus 60 points of interest of type roofing contractor. So that is a total of 180 points of interest that Staxio is going to add to my Maps URL Google Sheet. So let's do an example. I'm going to do the basic example, which is going to be just the points of interest, right? So it's going to give me 60 points of interest on a radius of 1500 meters, okay, around my GMB. And I have just one keyword, just to make it simple and quick. I'm going to click on the build, and then we're going to take a look. I have, to speed things up a bit, I have opened my Google Drive. All right, so Staxio is creating my folder, and now already created my spreadsheet. I'm going to open the spreadsheet, take a look inside. All right, very good. Has already created my links. So here's, let me just zoom in a little bit. All right, very good. So what do we have? Hold on a second, still loading. All right, very good. So a number of things, new things we have with this update, and we'll get to the maps static image in a bit. First, I'd like to take your attention to the points of interest tab, and let's take a look. These are all the points of interest around my GMB. I'm going to scroll down, and we have 61 because we have the column names as the first row. So we have 60 points of interest around the GMB. And this is what we were looking for. Now, new feature with this update is we have also two static images added to our spreadsheet. So this is the first image, which is the image for our business location. And the second image is a points of interest map, which what it does is it takes all the points, all these points of interest, these 60 points of interest, and creates a map. So this is our map. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. And this is the map with all the points of interest that Staxio created, linking. Zoom out a little bit more so you guys can see where the link is going to, linking to my business location. So this is a static Google Maps with all the points of interest here on the red pins that came from this list of all the points of interest that Staxio created. And these are the two maps images that Staxio creates. Now let's do another example where we increase this list to, for example, an electrician, which is going to be 120, and a painter, for example, which will increase our list of points of interest to 180. And now we're going to see how many points of interest our maps are going to be in our maps images. So let me go to my Google Drive, and there's our second build. And open this new spreadsheet. Just wait for, all right, Staxio has finished the build, and let's go take a look. So what do we have? We have the same maps image that is just a reference to our business. Right, so now let's take a look at the points of interest tab. And I'm going to scroll down. All right, so I have 82 points of interest. So I asked Staxio, the Maps URL builder, to give me electricians and painters around my GMB. And you can take a look at the type here. Let me zoom in a little bit more. Right, so we have one electrician. Look at the name: electrician, 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 plumber. What do we say? Painter. Painters at the bottom. So it looks like up to here it found. So if I go to 61, so this is just the regular points of interest up to this point. I'll even do a fill of like this. And from here, it looks like it found electricians up to this point. Yes, so I'm gonna do a different color. Blue. And the last ones here look like they are from the painter type. And I'm gonna do orange. All right, here we go. So it found, so I would like to know how many found. Yes, so it found 15 electricians, and then it found an additional 6 painters around my business location, and it created a Google Maps static image with all those points of interest. Actually, we can compare. Let's do a comparison between the previous image and this new one with additional points of interest. Okay, so this is the first one with only 60 points of interest, and this is the new one with 82 points of interest. So you can see the difference. This one has less and this one has more points of interest here. Right, looks more populated. So this is pretty much I wanted to show you guys with this update. And what we have planned for the coming versions of Staxio is driving directions. So we're going to build on top of these points of interest and create driving directions from and to our business. Stay tuned.